So maybe now you have a vision of success and you've decided that you want to take on some improvement opportunities. You want to start to improve. Now, the best way to do that is to have really clear projects that you're working on so that you're always moving something forward in a very deliberate way. Now, finding which projects to work on can be challenging for people. So what you want to start with is that vision, right? What is it for your organization that you are trying to do? Do you have any annual plans? Do you have any maybe new regulations or regulations that you have to stick to? Do you have any organizational goals or maybe even performance goals? So it's always good to start from that place, from those things that you know you have to do. Now, for those things that you know you have to achieve, are there any gaps? Are you going to make that happen? Is it achievable? If not, those are opportunities for you to have an improvement project. Now, one of the activities that I do with my teams over and over again is I simply use Post-its. This can be done virtually as well using Miro, PowerPoint, Google. There's all kinds of ways that we can come together and do these types of activities. And simply one idea per Post-it, start writing them down and getting them up on the wall. Whether that wall is virtual or physical, just get the ideas up there. We're brainstorming. This is a yes and space. We're throwing things up on the wall. Now, as I said in the last video, I am always going to encourage you to work with a team, to not work alone. This is going to really help you sustain your changes, which is what you ultimately want. You don't want to have to stand over someone to make sure that they do what you want. So, best thing is to work with a team. If you're not working with a team, you can start to brainstorm these on your own as well. Still encourage the Post-its. Now, if you looked at your annual plans and your organizational goals and you say, yes, there are 2 or 3 things. Okay, well, 2 or 3 things are great. I would recommend a list of about 30 ideas. So if you have less than 30 ideas, then I would start thinking about maybe some low-hanging fruit. And there is an acronym that helps us to identify some of the waste in our processes, some of that low-hanging fruit, so that you can really start to make improvements to your process. Now, that's using the acronym DOWNTIME or Tim Woods, depending what organization you're at. I like downtime. So you might see other videos or other consultants using Tim Woods, completely the same thing. Don't worry. These are really, to me, in a brainstorming activity like this, this is just like prompts for you to start to get people to think about. So what defects have you seen at your business or organization? Throw it up on a Post-it. 1 defect per Post-it. What are some of the defects that you've seen? When do you see waiting? When do you see overproduction? When we've produced more than we need or before we need it? What about excess processing? Perfectionism. Do you have any issues in your organization with doing more than is needed to satisfy your customer? Right? So this is just a way for you to go through and start to identify some opportunities. Again, the rule of thumb I use is about 30 Post-its is good. That gives you enough ideas that you can really select something that's going to give you the biggest impact for the least effort.